Hazel it is.
Hazel is.
Hi, my name is Austin Reisner, and today I want to talk to you, inspiring you about how to make a difference in other people's life and be a blessing. A few weeks ago, I had the opportunity to go to Nashville on a mission trip with Campus Ministries. While we were there, we worked with an organization known as The Bridge. The Bridge is basically part of a church, and what they do is every Tuesday night, they go out to the homeless people in the community and they have a service with worship and teaching for the homeless people. Before the service starts, what they do is they have a hot dinner for everyone who comes. Then when the service is over, they provide some different snacks and some different food for the people during the week. It's really an incredible experience to be a part of. But what I want to start off by talking about is the motivation, the origin of the organization. There was a lady named Candy Christmas, believe it or not, and she was a gospel singer, and she went around the United States and she toured with her family. But she got to a point where she was really just depressed and sad, and she didn't know what she wanted to do with her life. And so she locked herself in her bedroom, and she wouldn't come out. And she stayed in there for quite a while, and then she felt like God was telling her that, Candy, there's millions of people in the world that feel just like you do, but they don't have the luxury of staying inside their house because they don't even have a house to live in. And so she was really impacted. And what she did was she decided to reach out to the homeless people in her area, and I think it's about 7,000 homeless people live in Nashville County, so she thought that she would make a difference in their lives. So that's what I want to touch base on to start with. Many times throughout life, we get kind of stuck within our own head. We start focusing on ourselves and the different things that we worry about. But a lot of times, if we instead put our energy towards helping other people, this wouldn't be as much of an issue. So I want to take some time to talk about a few different areas that you can help out in. The first area is I want to talk about world hunger. The second is a lack of clean water, and the third is salvation. So I'm going to share some stats with you. There are 795 million people in the world who are chronically malnourished. This is really crazy to think about because in the United States we're so blessed, and most people don't have to struggle with hunger, and so we're really kind of shielded from that issue. Believe it or not, poor nutrition causes nearly half or 45% of deaths in children under age 5. This amounts to 3.1 million children who die each year. And that's crazy because these are completely preventable deaths. Next, in sub-Saharan Africa, 1 in every 4 people, or 23.2% of the population, are hungry. And then 1 in every 9 people on our planet go to bed hungry each night. These facts come from the StopHungerNow.org, and they're an organization that's obviously devoted to stopping hunger throughout the world. Now I want to talk a little bit about the water crisis throughout our planet. 1.8 billion people drink water that is fecally contaminated, and that's disgusting. And what that means is that this water that people drink has come in contact with human waste. When you think about all the bacteria that gets transmitted through that, it's deplorable. 783 million people do not have access to clean water, and almost 2.5 billion people don't have access to adequate sanitation. If small things like this were fixed, imagine the longer lifespans that we would have in like sub-Saharan African nations and things like that. It's incredible. I'm sorry this is going to get a little bit gross again, but over 500,000 children die every year from diarrhea caused by unsafe water and poor sanitation. These facts come from the UN website and water.org. So these come from the UN website and water.org or wateraid.org, and they're really incredible. But the reality is a bigger issue for Christians is the amount of people throughout our world who don't even know Christ. According to the Pew Forum, there are 2.18 billion people who do know the Lord. So that means that at any given time, there are 5 billion people who don't. So clearly, as Christians, we should be concerned with people's temporal needs. We're supposed to, James 1:27 says the true religion is to take care of orphans and widows in their distress and to keep oneself unstained from the world. So obviously, we're supposed to take care of the church. We're supposed to take care of the world. We're also supposed to take care of people's eternal needs. Just look at the Great Commission. So when we take all of these things in mind, we can recognize that there are so many causes that we can be passionate about in our lives. And when we take our focus off of ourselves and put it on other people, we can recognize the difference that we can make. So that is my challenge to you today, to be a blessing in a way that Christ has blessed you. Thank you for your time.